Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're all having a great and wonderful day. Well, what we have here is that Trump is complete and utter failure of handling these Epstein files has been catastrophic. It has even gone down to, I would say, even uh, absolutely destroying his base and possibly making him lose the midterms because what he is doing is just so bad that I can't even reconcile on what could possibly be the reason here. I mean, he's going out and criticizing his base, saying that if you still believe in the Epstein files and you want it released, you're no longer my fan, or I don't want you having support. This is asinine here. This is insane. I'm going to give my opinions and the actual regarding of some of these situations here, but it's absolutely stupid that he's doing this, and I cannot fathom on how we're even in this situation to begin with. So we have this here from his actual True Social. It says the radical left Democrats have hit pay dirt again. Just like with the fake and fully discredited Steele dossier, the Line 51 intelligence agents, the laptop from hell, which the Dems swore had come from Russia, no, it came from Hunter Biden's bathroom, and even the Russia scam itself, a totally fake and made-up story used in order to hide crooked Hillary Clinton's big loss in the 2016 presidential election. These scams and hoaxes are all the Democrats are good at. It's all they have. They are no good at governing, no good at policy, and no good at picking winning candidates. Also, unlike Republicans, they stick together like glue. Their new scam is what we will forever call the Jeffrey Epstein hoax. And my past supporters have bought into this BS hook, line, and sinker. They haven't learned their lesson, and probably never will, even after being conned by the lunatic left for eight long years. I have had more success in 6 months than perhaps any president in our country's history, and all these people want to talk about with strong prodding by the fake news and the success starved Dems is the Jeffrey Epstein hoax. Let these weaklings continue forward and do the Democrats' work. Don't even think about talking about our incredible unprecedented success because I don't want their support anymore. Thank you for your attention to this matter and make America great again. So I am going to go over this briefly here, over a few things that we need to talk about because Matt Walsh is also
Now, of course,
heavily criticizing Trump right here. We also have this here to where it's gone to the where people are not agreeing with Trump on this. So I'm going to put my point out here. Give me 2 minutes. So, start the timer now. So, the reason why we want the files released, Trump, is because, well, we want people to be actually released. We want the people that have done these horrible atrocities to these children to be put in jail, possibly even unalived in some case, because they are demons in the night. You going out and defending this and then saying, oh, by the way, if you are for this, I don't want your support anymore, is completely asinine. It's like, I didn't just vote for you for the Epstein files. I voted for you multiple other things because, again, the only other option was Kamala Harris, which was absolutely atrocious. Now, obviously, if I had other options besides you, I would have chosen them. But unfortunately, you were our best option. And so far, what I've heard is that you've been going into the Ukraine and giving them weapons, and then for whatever reason, you bombed Iran. So you've already failed 2 of your promises. Everything else regarding the border has been spot on and really good, and our economy is great. However, there are other things that are a big, huge issue, such as the Epstein files and your complete debacle of them. And the fact of the matter is, if you're going to say that us Americans or the people that voted for you, you don't want their support anymore, it's going to cost you the midterms. The stupidity of this all is insanity here. I don't know where we're going to go with this, but it's not good. So again, we're going to go over with this here as well. Due to the stupidity of it all, Trump, according to the Quinnipiac poll, 63% of Americans oppose Trump's handling of the Epstein files, while only 17% approve. 40% of Republicans support Trump's handling of the files, while 36% of the Republicans disapprove. So even though you have 4% of Republicans only have that 4%, but it's almost neck to neck being are dealing with it, right? So I don't know about you, but this is not looking good. So far, Trump, this hasn't really been America first. You giving weapons to Ukraine is not what we call American first. You starting maybe a war in Iran is not what we call America first. Everything so far has been by the behest of the Israeli government or some other stupid war that we still need to keep on going on. So where is this America first thing? Because that's what people voted on. We wanted our country first, which is not going well. So again, we have this here with President Trump saying, again, who says as these files are made up, Democrat hoax.
No, she's given us just a very quick briefing, and in terms of the credibility of the different things that they've seen, and I would say that, these files were made up by Comey, they were made up by Obama, they were made up by the Biden, we went through years of that with the Russia hoax, with all of the different things that we had to go through. We've gone through years of it, but she's handled it very well. And it's going to be up to her. Whatever she thinks is credible, she should release. Yeah.
Yeah. So then release the files, because I don't see how this is a hoax. Because again, we have Ghislaine Maxwell. I think I said you pronounce her first name, but we're just going to call her Maxwell, who is in jail for no reason. Then is she just not in jail for the correct reasons? That's insane here. And we have this here again. Trump, I don't understand why that Jeffrey Epstein case would be of interest to anybody. It's pretty boring stuff. I think really only pretty bad people, including fake news, want to keep something like that going. So you're calling people that want the Epstein files released bad people, like the people that want justice for kids that are being abused or that was abused, great, etc. Bad people. What are we going at here? What are we doing?
Mr. President, I know you've urged people to move on, but I'm curious, why do you think your supporters in particular have been so interested in the Epstein story and so upset about how it's been handled?
I don't understand it. Why they would be so interested. He's dead for a long time. He was never a big factor in terms of life. I don't understand what the interest or what the fascination is. I really don't. And the credible information's been given. Don't forget, we went through years of the Mueller witch hunt and all of the different things, the Steele dossier, which was all fake. All that information was fake. But I don't understand why the Jeffrey Epstein case would be of interest to anybody. It's pretty boring stuff. It's sordid, but it's boring. And I don't understand why it keeps going. I think really only pretty bad people, including fake news, want to keep something like that going. But credible information, let them give it. Anything that's credible, I would say, let them have it.
Yeah, because it's fake news, right? It's fake news because we have somebody that was arrested for it. You can't say it's fake news if somebody was legitimately arrested for it. That makes no sense. So we have this here from Party Market saying President Trump considering appointing special prosecutor to investigate the Epstein files. And Matt Walsh goes out to say, so the issue is dumb and boring and doesn't matter, but we also need a special prosecutor to look into it. The messaging on this issue has been god-awful, totally schizophrenic and incoherent. I 100% agree. Because it's not the fact, even if it was boring, I don't care if it's boring. I want the information out. I want these pedos released. I don't see on how we could go with this here. Again, we have this with Matt Walsh here that's going to go over it. But first, we're going to do the Maxine Maxwell because I forgot to add her in. We'll do Maxwell because I may believe yeah, here we go. So we have Ghislaine Maxwell that was going to testify behind the truth behind the Epstein. So that's what we have here. And she was going to do that. And then, and now we have this from Laura Loomer saying that Ghislaine Maxwell's family has now released a statement saying she didn't get a fair trial. We all know where this is heading. If the files aren't released, her lawyers will appeal her case and make the case for why she should be released from jail. Won't be long before some lobbyists try to cook up a possible pardon campaign too. And again, I'm not using this here, but our sister Maxwell did not receive a fair trial. Her legal team continues to fight her case in the courts and will file its reply in short order to the government's opposition in the U.S. Supreme Court. If necessary, in due course, they will also file a writ of habeas corpus in the U.S. District Court. SDNY. This allows her to challenge her imprisonment on the basis of new evidence, such as government misconduct that would have likely changed the trial's outcome. Following the government's response, David Oscar Marcus, counsel of record for our sister in petition to the United States Supreme Court, had this comment. I'd be surprised if President Trump knew his lawyers were asking the Supreme Court to let the government break a deal. He's the ultimate deal breaker, and I'm sure he'd agree that when the United States gives its word, it should keep it. With all the talk about who's being prosecuted and who isn't, it's especially unfair that Maxwell remains in prison based on the promise that the U.S. government made and broke. These are sentiments which we profoundly concur. So again, these are things that is going to be released for Maxwell, and we have, again, we'll do one final touch here. We'll do one final touch because we got to do it. We have this here where we have Republicans block Epstein. So we have this here. The recent Democratic efforts that we have is here is that Republicans just blocked the release of the Epstein files. They didn't flinch. They didn't hesitate. They lined up and voted to keep the truth sealed. The client list is real. The cover-up is active, and the American people are watching. I don't like this guy. I think this guy's stupid. But
hearing none,
true.
the questions on the amendment. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. No. In the opinion of the chair, the noes have it. The amendment's not
Madam
agreed
Chair, I'm
to.
kind of shocked by that. I will ask for a roll call.
The clerk will call the roll.
Mrs. Fishbach? No. Mrs. Fishbach, no. Mr. Norman? Yes. Mr. Norman, aye. Mr. Roy? Mrs. Houchin? Mrs. Houchin, no. Mr. Langworthy? Mr. Langworthy, no. Mr. Scott? Mr. Scott, no. Mr. Griffith? Mr. Griffith, no. Mr. Jack?
No.
Mr. Jack, no. Mr. McGovern?
Aye.
Mr. McGovern, aye. Ms. Scanlon? Yes. Ms. Scanlon, aye. Mr. Neguse? Yes. Mr. Neguse, aye. Ms. Leisure-Fernandez? Aye. Ms. Leisure-Fernandez, aye. Madam Chair?
No.
Madam Chair, no.
The clerk will report the total.
5 yeas, 7 nays.
The noes have it. The amendment is not agreed to. And I think most of us believe what's appropriate will be released when it is time for the president to release it.
Well, Madam.
Thank you.
Yes, because you guys are probably all on the Epstein files. So why would you block this exactly? What are we doing here? So again, this goes to show like who the real demons are within our own country, within our own government. So again, Trump is failing here in a very massive way, and I think this will cost him the actual the midterms if he doesn't redirect his course. And of course, we have this. So again, this is the insanity of it. And of course, we have this here from Matt Walsh saying this, that he was says, we want those people to be dragged out in front of us, weeping and begging for mercy. Millions of Americans are not satisfied with what we've been told, and we shouldn't be. I want to make this very clear to those on the right, including the president himself, who are telling us to just drop the subject and move on. We can't drop it. We can't move on. Because what we want is justice. We have a deep desire for justice, and we can see how the corrupt and the powerful are never held accountable. We want these evildoers to be punished. We want the innocent to be defended. We want justice. It's one of the most basic and most honorable of all desires. We want to see that justice is done. We want to know who else was in those awful videos that Pam Bondi told us about. Not the kids being great. We want those people to be dragged in front of us, weeping and begging for mercy. We want them exposed and humiliated and shamed and punished in the harshest and most painful way, because that's justice. And we're not going to drop the subject until we get it. No. And if it costs us the midterms, then so be it. Because then Trump might actually listen, get out of his ego ass, and actually start doing things what's right. Because the stupidity of it all is insane. It's insane. Release the Epstein files, and we'll get on to better tracks and record. All right, guys, that's it for the video. All right, share, as always. Take care, my friends.